What's good, everyone? It's the one and only NY Phenom. If you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, want to see some more gaming content, give this video a like. And if you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you at it. Let's get into this video. We've going to discuss this top 100 NFL players list. It's officially been completed. They did 10 through 1 last night. And I'm just going to react throughout the entire list. I'm not going to talk your heads off. We're going to try to move through this quickly because we're going to go through 100 to 1. I don't want to talk your heads off because I'm not trying to make this a 30-minute video. Alright, so let's start with 100. Eric Weddle. I guess that's a cool spot for Eric Weddle. Of course, he played for the Ravens last year. Now he's going to play with the Rams. He's getting up there in age. Safety, has great awareness. Okay, I'm fine with that. 100. 99, Derrick Henry. For you guys who haven't checked out my Tennessee Titans team preview, I think Derrick Henry is going to have a breakout season. Fantasy football users, I'm telling you, Derrick Henry is somebody that you want to pick up. If you can't pick up one of the top running backs like a Saquon Barkley, a Christian McCaffrey, a Todd Gurley, pick up Derrick Henry, man. For real. For real. He's that dude. I'm giving y'all gems, man. Alright, let's keep on moving. Tyler Lockett, Seahawks fan, y'all know how I feel about Tyler Lockett. Slot machine, I'm with it. I'm with it. It's cool to see that he's getting respect. Byron Jones, great cornerback. His transition from safety to cornerback has been amazing. Shout out to him, man. He's a top 10 corner possibly in the NFL. He's that dude. Carson Wentz at 96. This is interesting. Do y'all feel like Carson Wentz should have made this list? Don't get me wrong. Carson Wentz has, like I said, we just going fully healthy skill-wise. This dude might be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. We already remember 2017. You guys know how I felt about the Eagles? Check out my team preview if you guys haven't. I think Carson Wentz is a monster, but the fact that he made the list and Nick Foles didn't, I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, though, 95 Kyle Fuller, I like it. I like it. See, I like how some of these big names are getting a lot of love. Some of these players that don't have big names, like Kyle Fuller, are getting a lot of love. Not a big name, but trust me, he has big production on the field. Mitchell Schwartz, excuse me, offensive tackle for the Chiefs. Cool, not at 94, yeah. Plays a big part of why Patrick Mahomes had his MVP season last year. We finna speak about Patrick Mahomes when we get there. But yeah, Mitchell Schwartz, I'm cool with it. TJ Watt at 93. Okay, I like it. Yeah, he had a pretty good season, man. For sure, he had a pretty good season. He's making a name for himself. Now he's not known as just JJ Watt little brother. He's has a name for himself. 93, cool. Jarrell Casey at 92. All right, yeah, I like Jarrell Casey at 92. Cool. Andrew Whitworth, veteran, at 91. At offensive tackle. Yeah, okay. Let's keep on moving. Julian Edelman, Super Bowl MVP at number 90. I like it. He's one of the best slot wide receivers we have in the NFL. Yeah. Devin McCourty at 89. I love it. Players like that. Devin McCourty is one of the most underrated safeties in the NFL. I mean, there's a reason why the Patriots secondary has been elite. Has been very elite. Devin McCourty has played a big part of that. Glad to see that he gets respect because Devin McCourty can do everything. Of course, he has the awareness to play the game, good in coverage, can play in the box, really good tackler. I love me some Devin McCourty, like for real. Number 88, Cameron Hayward, like it. This dude's a bully. This dude's a bully on the defensive line, in the interior. I like it. I like it. Cam Newton at 87. Man, Cam Newton at 87. How you guys feel about this, man? I guess I gotta say almost the same thing about Carson Wentz. We all know that Cam Newton was dealing with the shoulder injury last year, so I'm trying not to hold that against him, but at the same time, we kind of do because, I mean, early in the season, Cam Newton was playing really good. Like I said, he was as accurate as we ever seen him be. You know? Excuse me. Yeah, as accurate as we ever seen him. Right? But you know, after that injury he dealt with against the Steelers in the Thursday night game, I mean, everything's pretty much changed. So, I don't know, man. I love me some healthy Cam Newton. I think he's going to break all season this year, but I don't know. Darius Slay at 86, cool. Really good cornerback, lockdown Slay. Believe he was tied for most picks in the NFL. Cool. I'm with it. Frank Clark, yeah, he deserved to make this list at 85. Yeah, it's sad to see that my Seahawks had to give him up. Amazing pass rusher. He'll fit in right in with Chris Jones as a pass rusher on that D-line. Jarvis Landry at 84. How you guys feel about this one? He's a slot machine, right? Loves to run that slot. Is he really better than Julian Edelman though? I mean, he has hands for days. You know, I guess. This dude has hands for real, though. I can't front. This dude has hands. I mean, we talk about Odell with the one hands, and we can talk about Odell all day about the one hand catches, but Jarvis Landry, he's no slouch when it comes to the one hand catches, too. All right, whatever. 83, Harrison Smith. I think he could have been a little bit higher. Now, you got to remember that the Vikings, they had a letdown year last year, so I could see why he went lower. But Harrison Smith is still that dude. Nothing's really changed for me about that. Play in the box, smart safety. This dude just has great awareness. I love that. I love me some Harrison Smith. Tackling machine. One of the reasons why the Vikings are so great on the defensive side, if you're keeping their butt. So I think he could have been a little bit higher in my opinion. Bradley Chubb at 82, breakout rookie last year. He's that other pass rusher for Von Miller. It's Von Miller and Bradley Chubb attacking the passing. Yeah. Bradley Chubb, he's definitely the future of that defense once when Von Miller starts to get up there in age. But, I mean, this dude has all the potential to be one of the best pass rushers we have in the NFL. And look, he had like 12 sacks last year for the Broncos. Yeah. I guess he deserves it. Sure. Now, should he be over Frank Clark? I don't know. Should he be over Cameron Hayward? I don't know. But did he deserve a position on this list? Yeah. On to Trent Williams. I can't believe all the Trent Williams disrespect. Like, this guy is not still one of the top tackles in this NFL. One of the top tackles in the NFL, and I'm seeing so much Trent Williams disrespect like he shouldn't have made the list. That's ludicrous. That's asinine, in my opinion. Trent Williams is still one of the best tackles. Yes, the Washington Redskins struggled last year. But Trent Williams, I mean, if you just watch his tape, I mean, he's still one of the smartest tackles we have in this game. Big, strong, talented. That's Trent Williams. Mark Ingram at number 80. Interesting. You know? I guess so. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Mark Ingram. It's going to be interesting how he plays in that Ravens offense, for sure. Geno Atkins at number 79. I like it, especially for my upcoming franchise. Also, if you guys haven't seen my franchise team avail, check that out. I did pick the Cincinnati Bengals, so it's going to be a lot of fun having Geno Atkins in the interior defensive line. Yeah, Geno Atkins is that dude. Kirk Cousins, man, at number 78. Man, Kirk Cousins. Look, Kirk Cousins quietly had a good season last year. If you just look at the stats. In crunch time, see, honestly, we're going to speak more about the quarterbacks. I think Kirk Cousins, just because of his stats and just of the production that he put up alone, deserved a spot on this list. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, number 78. I guess because you got to look, man. Kirk Cousins is accurate. He has all the talent to be a quarterback. He actually has an underrated arm, in my opinion. I'm not saying that he has a super strong, powerful arm, but I think he has a arm, like a pretty good arm. Okay. Taylor Lewin, the offensive tackle for the Titans, at number 77. I like it. It's unfortunate that this guy is possibly going to miss the first 4 games of the season. Like, come on, man. The Titans are one of my sleeper teams. Do not mess that up, Taylor Lewan. Hopefully, he can get on the field by week 1 because I don't want to see one of my sleeper teams crumble because of a 4-game suspension. Like, come on now. Robert Woods at 76. Interesting. They had him ahead of Jarvis Landry and Julian Edelman. I like me some Robert Woods. Not a big name receiver. Not the biggest guy, but this dude runs all the routes. Has reliable hands, and I think he played really well, especially late in the season when Cooper Kupp went down. Really became the number 1 target, honestly. So Robert Woods 76, cool. Joe McCoy at number 75, consistent defensive tackle. He's now going to Carolina. I'm cool with it. Leighton Vander Esch, number 74, the rookie from last year. I like it. You know, he played really well. Made a name for himself as one of the top linebackers. So, okay, number 74. Stephon Diggs at 73. How you guys feel about that? I'll tell you one thing. We'll wait when we speak about Adam Thielen, but I don't think you can have Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen at two different tiers. Like, they pretty much should be in the same tier, in my opinion. But anyway, let's keep it pushing. Jason Kelce, one of the best centers. He's ranked at number 72. Cool. C.J. Mosley, ranked at 71. He played for the Ravens last year, now going to play for the New York Jets. C.J. Mosley, in my opinion, should be higher. Let's keep it pushing. T.Y. Hilton at number 70. It's cool that he's getting his respect. He actually could possibly be higher, man. It's like, how can I say it, man? T.Y. Hilton, honestly, what's really the difference between T.Y. Hilton and Tyreek Hill? I know Tyreek Hill has more speed. I mean, Tyreek Hill is the fastest player we have in this league. But, I mean, T.Y. Hilton can run more routes. In the intermediate game, can run more short to intermediate routes, can still run that deep route, still got speed for himself. And in my opinion, has just as good as Hinton. So, I don't know. T.Y. Hilton could be possibly higher. And at number 69, I already made a video about this, Matt Ryan. You guys know how I feel about this. This straight ludicrous, straight disrespectful. No way should Matt Ryan be at 69. And we have some other top tier quarterbacks at 20. Had Jared Goff at 35. We're gonna speak about that. Hell no, Matt Ryan. That made me. That was probably my raging moment. Probably the biggest raging moment of this whole entire list. I gotta keep it pushing though. Number 68, Phillip Lindsay. Cool, I like it. He had a great season for his rookie year. I like how he plays powerful with a big, powerful running game. I like it. 67, D Ford. Cool. I like how you attack the passer. Excuse me. I like how you attack the passer. His running game, his run tackling. I had to see a little bit more of it. Undersized linebacker, but he plays with heart. Attacks the passer. I like it. Eric Ebron. I like the breakout season he had last year. He had like 15, 16 touchdowns last year. Had a breakout season with Andrew Luck. Couldn't get things done. Was a little bit inconsistent in Detroit. But, I mean, I like Eric Ebron, man. Dude's a red zone machine. And also, fantasy football users. Is this fantasy football numbers really going to go down? I could see him pinning up around maybe not 15 touchdowns again, but he might crack 10 or 12. So we'll see what's good come fantasy time. Jason Pierre-Paul at 65. I like it. Hopefully he can get on the field sooner than later. 64, Amari Cooper. Sure. Yeah, I mean, once he got traded from Oakland to Dallas, I mean, dude really broke out. Put out some of the best numbers we've seen at the wide receiver position. So, okay. 63, Jadeveon Clowney. What the hell, man? It's total disrespect. Total disrespect. The amount of disrespect on this, I've been waiting to get to number 63. Jadeveon Clowney should be way higher. You talking about one of the best run stoppers. This dude has a prototype. I mean, just look at his body. This dude is a machine. He's built. This dude is a monster. This dude can attack the passer. This dude is one of the best run stoppers we have in this game. This dude is a machine. He has amazing strength. I mean, what else do you want from a player? First of all, the Texans either need to pay him. They need to do something because, I mean, Jadeveon Clowney, he deserves his bread. This dude, Jadeveon Clowney, he changes the whole entire defense. So he should be way higher. I'm talking about 30s to 40s. I mean, for real. Anyway, let's keep it going. James Conner at 62. I like James Conner. He definitely stepped up for Le'Veon Bell. And you gotta salute him for that. It's just the fact that James Conner is ahead of someone like Jadeveon Clowney. That kind of makes me cringe. But James Conner is no doubt a good running back, so no shade to him. Jalen Smith, of course, we saw how he took control at that linebacker position, him and Leighton Vander Esch. Of course, he's a middle linebacker, so he was pretty much the leader of it. Larry Fitz, man, legend Larry Fitz, one of my favorite players ever. I mean, I grew up watching Larry Fitz, one of my first players I ever seen touch a football field. So, I mean, ever since I started watching football, I love Larry Fitz, man. I wish legend Larry Fitzgerald could get a ring, man. But, I mean, he's loyal, man. He is. So, you got to salute him for that. And, yeah, dude has some of the best hands we'll ever see. Point blank, period. Let's keep it pushing, though. Zach Martin, right guard for the Cowboys. One of the reasons why the Cowboys, running game is legit. Of course, they got Ezekiel Elliott. So, you got a world-class running back, but you got a world-class offensive lineman in Zach Martin. And it's a great pass blocker, by the way. AJ Green, wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals. Skillfully, honestly, we just looking at it from skill-wise, he should be higher. But the reasons why I think this is the right spot is because he dealt with injury last year. So, it's only right that he's not up there with some of the elite wide receivers only due to injury. And it's looking like he's going to be dealing with injuries going into this season. Two reasons why I'm mad about that is because, first of all, I just want to see a healthy AJ Green play, because when you have an elite wide receiver like that, you want to see elite receivers just play, right? As just a football fan. And then for my damn Cincinnati Bengals franchise, man, why is AJ Green getting injured for my Cincinnati Bengals? I might just play it through, just have AJ Green healthy. Fuck it. Anyway, not to get on a tangent. Danielle Hunter ranked at 57. Okay. 56, Joey Bosa. Yeah, he showed out when he came back. 55, Xavier Howard, highest paid corner. Highest paid secondary. Okay. I've been watching a lot of his tape. Of course, he was tied for most interceptions in the NFL. We'll see how he produces this upcoming season. 54, Calais Campbell, the veteran defensive lineman, attacking the passer, stopping the run. We know that he's a beast. He's been doing this for the longest. 53, Mike Evans, honestly, should be higher. I mean, for real. Mike Evans is a monster. Yeah, in my opinion, should be higher. We're talking about 30s and 40s. This dude had two different quarterbacks, and this dude was a monster with both of them. Not saying that Ryan Fitzpatrick is a bum. Not saying Jameis Winston's a bum, because personally I like both of those quarterbacks. But, Mike Evans is that dude. Dude 6'5", massive guy, has crazy athleticism, crazy speed, has great hands, has great route running. What else you want from a wide receiver? Great catch radius. How I'm describing him, he seems like a top 5 receiver himself. So he should be higher. Tyron Smith, this offensive lineman, it feels like he was built in the lab, like Mike Daniels said. This dude is a monster, one of the best offensive tackles in the NFL. Point blank, period. Let's keep it pushing. 51, Deshaun Watson, higher. Honestly, Deshaun Watson, how I speak about Carson Wentz, I could speak like that about Deshaun Watson and probably some more. Deshaun Watson, Who has overcame everything that Deshaun Watson has overcame and still got shit done? This dude has been playing with the worst offensive line pretty much since he's came in the NFL and got things done. Now, he does have D-Hop, right? He does have DeAndre Hopkins, a top 3 receiver in the NFL. But look, who else? Will Fuller dealt with an ACL injury. That was his deep threat. He doesn't have any tight ends. I mean, do you guys even know who Jordan Thomas is? Do you guys even know who Darren Fells is? Lamar Miller is a solid running back, but pretty much Deshaun Watson's been doing all of this on himself. It's been himself, D-Hop, and sprinkled in a little bit of Lamar Miller. I mean, dude had a cracked ribs. He had a ride on the bus to games and was still getting shit done. Put him higher. Let's keep it pushing. 50 Baker Mayfield. Personally, I like Baker Mayfield. I like the attitude he brings with the game, but how is he over Deshaun Watson, right? And that's no shade to Baker Mayfield, but come on now, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful, man. Let's keep it pushing though. 49 Myles Garrett. He's the new up and coming defense and going to take the lead by storm. But the only problem is, I don't think Myles Garrett is better than Jadeveon Clowney at the moment. I know a lot of people might disagree with me. Going ahead, but Myles Garrett is that dude, but Jadeveon Clowney has proven that he's that dude and has been in the league a little bit longer. So, I mean, okay. 48 Melvin Ingram, okay. I'm still not sure if he's better than Jadeveon Clowney, but all right. Juju Smith-Schuster, look, I know a lot of people are big on Juju Smith-Schuster this upcoming year. I am too. I think he's going to have a really good season. But no way should he be over Mike Evans. What? Because we're basing this off of last year, right? If we're basing it off of last year, then how the hell is Juju Smith-Schuster better than Mike Evans? This dude wasn't even facing top coverage. Now, don't get me wrong, Juju Smith-Schuster, he's that dude. He can run the slot. He can play the outside. Dude's really good, and his potential is even higher. But Mike Evans has proven that he can do it facing top coverage with 2 different quarterbacks. Can do it double team. I mean, what else do you want? Come on now. I don't want to get on Juju Smith-Schuster. It seems like he's not good, but come on now, for real. 46 Patrick Peterson. Cool. I like the spot. I think he's gonna miss at least half of the season this year because of suspension. It's gonna be interesting how that plays out. Sure, Pat Peterson's proven that he's a top corner when healthy, though. So, okay, DeMarcus Lawrence. I like it. I like it. He helped. He transformed this Cowboys defensive line. One of the main reasons. Besides the linebacker position, besides Byron Jones, DeMarcus Lawrence. There's a reason why the Cowboys have a big presence on the D line. And that's because of DeMarcus Lawrence. So, okay. 44 Big Ben. I have no problem with the spot. I have a problem why he's so much higher than Matt Ryan. I have no problem that Big Ben is number 44. Dude threw for 5,000 yards. But how is Matt Ryan 69 and Big Ben is 44? Steelers fans, I have no problem with Big Ben being in the top 50. I personally like me some Big Ben. 2-time Super Bowl champion. Dude gets things done. Now, in the clutch this year, in the locker room, that's how I feel. But he's Big Ben for a reason, right? I think we'll all say that he's probably a top 10 quarterback, but Matt Ryan is one also. So the fact that Matt Ryan is 69 and Big Ben is 44 is just asinine in my opinion. Makes no sense. Keep it pushing though. David, I don't even know how to pronounce the last name. You guys know what I'm talking about. The offensive tackle for the Packers. He gets busy. One of the reasons why Aaron Rodgers can get things done. So I like it. One of the best pass blockers we have in this game. Christian McCaffrey at 42. I think he could possibly be a little bit higher, especially when we see Alvin Kamara and Saquon and Ezekiel Elliott all, in the top 20. And we'll speak about that more. CMC though, should probably be higher. 41, Cameron Jordan. I like him. Personally, like I said, just dropped my 16 preview, by the way. Go check that out. Alright, y'all probably won't even see this video until this weekend. So, anyway, Cam Jordan, I like him. I really do. I think for a while, he's been underrated. Now he's starting to get his praise. He's one of the best left DNs we have in this game. Dude is a great pass rusher, has great awareness, and he is a monster at stopping the run. Shout out to Cam Jordan. Zach Ertz at number 40. Great spot for him. I think that's almost a perfect spot for him. In my opinion, he's the third best tight end in the NFL. Really not that much to say about Zach Ertz. I wish he could become a little bit more of a more consistent pass blocker, run blocker, just a blocker overall. But dude is a beast when it comes to passing game. Underneath routes all day. You know what it is. Especially with Carson Wentz coming back. You know that's Carson Wentz's favorite target. Keep it pushing. Akeem Hicks, number 39. I like it. Akeem Hicks, he's a dude gets in. He gets busy in the interior D-line. We can talk about Khalil Mack all day. We can speak about Dane Trevathan, everybody on that Bears defense, but Akeem Hicks gets busy on that D-line. And this dude is, I won't say as important as Khalil Mack, but he's definitely up there. Keenan Allen at number 38. I like it. The only problem is, I think Keenan Allen is getting respect when it comes to this number. But why is he so much higher than Mike Evans? I mean, no shade at Keenan Allen, but is he better than Mike Evans? In my opinion, no. Now, I'm not saying Keenan Allen's a bum. I mean, he's probably a top 10 receiver. But yeah, when you have Mike Evans at 53, Stephon Diggs at 73, and Keenan Allen at number 38, it just seems like a lot of bias, honestly. But anyway, let's keep it pushing. Jamal Adams at number 37. Okay. He definitely shows potential. And I like safeties who can tackle, hard hitting, and can play in the box. So I like it. I just need to see a little bit more. But right now, Jamal Adams, we can tell that he can ball. Chris Jones at number 36. Look, one of the best pass rushers, interior pass rushers on the D-line, of course. Run stopping, I need to see a little bit more because, I know the Chiefs struggle when it came to run stopping, of course. And maybe that's not all of Chris Jones' fault, but I want to see a little bit more when it comes to the run stopping. But as a pass rusher, we know that he's that dude. Number 35, Davante Adams. I love it. Now, I'm not saying Davante Adams. Like I said, I'll keep on saying this the whole entire time. I don't think Davante Adams is 20 spots better than Mike Evans or is 40 spots better than Stephon Diggs. But, Davante Adams deserves a spot. Davante Adams is elite. Now, football heads like this already know this. We already know that Davante Adams has probably the best release game. Him and Keenan Allen have some of the best release game in the NFL. This dude stays open. I love his game. He can catch, can run routes. I love me some Davante Adams. But we know that the casuals, the people who just tune in just to see highlights, they might not recognize Davante Adams like we do, but yeah, Davante Adams deserves that spot for real. 34, Melvin Gordon. I'm cool with it. Should he be over Christian McCaffrey? It's a debate. But okay. I'm not going to rage. Adam Thielen, number 33. I've been waiting to get to this. Really, NFL? No shade to Adam Thielen. Yo, I know people will be like, yo, you hating Adam Thielen and all this. No, I'm actually not hating Adam Thielen. I think he's a slot machine. He's a monster. He can catch in traffic. This dude, he's great. He's great. He's been top 5 in receiving yards. No doubt. Top 5 in catches. We know that Adam Thielen is that dude. But is he really that much better than Stephon Diggs? Honestly, I think Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen are pretty even. especially since Stephon Diggs is more known as an outside receiver, Adam Thielen in the slot. So I mean, I don't know. Personally, I think Devontae Adams is a little bit better than Adam Thielen. I think Mike Evans is even better than Adam Thielen. Like I said, no shade to Adam Thielen. I know Vikings fans are going to give me hell for this, but I mean, that's just my thoughts. And like I said, Adam Thielen is a monster himself, but over Mike Evans, when it comes to 20 spots over Mike Evans, and I'm not even just talking 5 points or 5 spots over Mike Evans, or like how he's over Devontae Adams, like 2 spots over Devontae. No, he's 20 spots over Mike Evans. That's ridiculous in my opinion. Let's keep it pushing down. Jared Goff. I've been waiting to get to this one also. Really? Look, Jared Goff proving that I know a lot of people feel that they're kind of uneasy on Jared Goff, don't know if he's that dude. Look, I admit it. I think Jared Goff is the future of the Rams. I mean, in the regular season, I know people want to tell me in the Super Bowl, he only scored 3 points and all. But look, Jared Goff in the off season, he could run that Rams play. But now Deshaun McVay being his head coach, telling him everything in the mic what's going on, does that help him? Of course, definitely. And does he need to improve on some of his quarterback awareness? Definitely. But I mean, he's made some plays that are remarkable, especially that Vikings and Chiefs game. He balled out. There was actually a few plays in the NFC Championship game that against the Saints that really made me kind of a Jared Goff a believer. Like, you gotta remember, in that NFC Championship game in overtime, there was 2 times that Cam Jordan literally was at Jared Goff's grill in a second, and somehow, maybe it was luck, maybe he got some of that New Orleans Saints voodoo heading in his way, in a good way, but he really threw the ball twice. I'm telling you, and got 5-yard completions. That was some of the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. The fact that he was able to throw the ball and actually complete it twice with that type of pressure coming at him that quick. But still though, number 32, the fact that Matt Ryan is 69 and Jared Goff is 32 is just crazy. Personally, I think Jared Goff should be, I don't know, 60s, 70s. I think that's fair. Somewhere where Kirk Cousins is at. And that's no shade to Jared Goff. Like I said, I think Jared Goff, he's a winning quarterback in my opinion. But come on now, I don't even think he's better than Big Ben. Big Ben was number 44. He's better. They have him ranked over Deshaun Watson. I'm sorry, Jared Goff. No hate going your way, but I mean, let's keep it pushing. Derwin James, SAD, we know that first year dominated. This dude, there's a reason why the Chargers secondary is insane, and of course they got studs all over the field like a Casey Hayward, Desmond King. I mean, they got studs everyone on that secondary, but Derwin James, I mean, dude's a ball player, man, playmaker. So you gotta show him love at that position. Number 30, Eddie Jackson. Yeah. Another reason why the Bears defense is insane. He controls that safety position for real. George Kittle. I like it, man. Personally, see, I'm making this video is probably gonna mess up some up and coming videos when I start ranking positions. Well, look, personally, this is a spoiler alert. So when it comes to my tight end rankings, so if you guys don't want to hear my tight end rankings, skim over this part. But personally, in my opinion, I think George Kittle is the best tight end in the NFL. So I like the love that they're giving him at that 29 position, but he just does everything, man. First of all, he was breaking all type of records this year. He can catch the ball, has mad speed, can run pretty much every single route. Dude is big, strong. And the thing, you know what separates him from Kelsey and Zach Ertz, in my opinion? It's because George Kittle can actually block. George Kittle actually blocks, and that's the difference. Now, has Kelsey at times and Zach Ertz at times maybe shouldn't take a block a bit, I guess, but man, George Kittle is a proven blocker, and on top of that, he puts up that type of the type of numbers he did while playing with backup quarterback. You got to remember, Garoppolo got injured in the beginning of the season. He was catching balls from Nick Mullins and C.J. Beathard, right? I mean, he was facing all type of coverage because last year the 49ers really didn't have a wide receiver. I mean, did Pierre Garçon even play last year? Maybe he did. But anyway, let's keep it pushing. This video is going way too long, man. I think we're already at 30 minutes. Oh, this is crazy. Anyway, Fletcher Cox at number 28. Yeah, he's been doing this for the longest. Let's keep it pushing. Jalen Ramsey at number 27. One of the best cornerbacks we have in the NFL. Right? You gotta remember, man. Yo, I live in Nashville. I've been living in Nashville for the past few years. Pretty much since my middle school years. So Jalen Ramsey, of course, he's from here. So I know the impact that Jalen Ramsey is all about. Actually, I mean, I see them all the time. And this dude, he's really that good. He's just going to get back to, they're going to get back to winning games for Jalen Ramsey to get even higher on this list. They're going to need the 2017 Jaguars to come back, and who knows? With Nick Foles back there as quarterback, we'll see. Darius Leonard, number 26, defensive rookie of the year. And I mean, led the NFL in tackles. I mean, quiet dude, but major production. So Darius Leonard deserves all of this. He deserves that. He deserves that. Number 25, Russell Wilson. Yeah. Look. See, I don't want to come off as biased, but look. Russell Wilson should be higher. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, no, you're being biased. Nah, Russell Wilson should be higher. The fact that he was able to lead this team, we started off 0-2, and we ran the ball really well. By the way, Chris Carson is on this list. Now, no shade to any of these running backs that made the list, but honestly, Chris Carson could have made this list, at least in the 100 to 90 range. But anyway, we ran the ball really well, but Russell Wilson was just clutch the entire season. I mean, that Panthers game, when he threw that pass to David Moore, I mean, Russell Wilson has just been getting busy all game. And, like, look, 25 is a good ranking, but, I mean, he should be in the top 15, 20 to 15. I don't think that's being biased, man. Especially when we mention Aaron Rodgers coming up. But anyway, let's keep it pushing. Luke Kuechly, number 24. He's one of the best linebackers. Like I mention this all the time because after I made my Bobby Wagner video, close ones around me been telling me that I just haven't been showing love to Luke Kuechly since I mentioned Bobby Wagner is the best linebacker in the NFL. But Luke Kuechly, he's a top linebacker himself. Like I said, this dude is going to be a Hall of Famer. Easily. Hall of Famer. He's going to walk straight to Canton. So, I mean, Luke Kuechly deserves that. Number 23, Odell Beckham. Yeah, I guess that's a good spot for him. Yeah. Odell, number 23. Now, like I said, players like Mike Evans should be up there with him. But, yeah, Odell, number 23, core. Stephon Gilmore, he proven that he's maybe the best cornerback we have in this game. No, one of the best cornerbacks we have in this game. I mean, Stephon Gilmore, he gets busy. So, number 22, I'm good with it. Number 21, Travis Kelce. I kind of mentioned this with my George Kittle video. I mean, not video. When I mentioned George Kittle at 29. I think this spot, wherever George Kittle is at, I think he should be right there with him or a tier below. No shade to Travis Kelce, but either George Kittle has to be higher or you got to move Travis Kelce down. But that's no shade to Travis Kelce. Number 20, Andrew Luck, higher. Should be higher. I mean, dude, I don't know what to say. Another quarterback that I feel is pretty disrespected. I think he could have made top 15, hell, maybe even top 10 case, but anyway. Number 19, Tyreek Hill. Oh man, they put him over Odell. Dude, like I said, is the fastest wide receiver we have in the NFL. I guess, yeah. Number 19, core. 18, Ezekiel Elliott. In my opinion, should be higher. Like, see, I'm gonna get my running back rankings, but y'all gonna get all type of spoilers for my rankings, for all my position rankings in this video. But look, if y'all don't want to hear in these rankings, just skim over this part again. In my opinion, I feel that Ezekiel Elliott is a top running back in the NFL. Now that's just my opinion, and look, you got all type of great running backs in this NFL, so it could go either way. But in my opinion, I think Zeke is a top running back in this NFL, so I think he should be higher. I think he should be in the top 15 or top 10, honestly. But okay, Phillip Rivers at number 17. I guess so. Yeah, Phillip Rivers had one of his best seasons last year. Maybe his best season last year. Chargers were winning. He had a few game-winning drives. It was clutch, like games against the Chiefs. So I like it. Saquon Barkley, number 16. I don't think we ever seen a rookie come in and make a immediate impact like that. Honestly. So Saquon Barkley, you can make a case he should have even been a little bit higher, but I mean, number 16 for a rookie running back who's going to his sophomore season. He's just that dude. Bobby Wagner, number 15. I already know how I feel about Bobby Wagner. I like this ranking because, you know, it kind of solidifies what I think about it. I'm not mad that he's not a top 10 player, even though he could have been, but I'm not going to really brag about it. Yeah, I'm cool with it. Alvin Kamara, number 14. I guess so. The only thing, man, is when you get these running backs who are running backs committee, because you know Mark Ingram, he played a crucial part of the Saints offense when it came to the running game last year. I mean, you never really get to see how truly great these running backs are, and that kind of hurts rankings when it comes to stuff like this, because how do we know if he's really that dude like Ezekiel Elliott or Saquon Barkley? Now, I'm not saying Alvin Kamara is not that dude, but I mean, he had Mark Ingram with him, and Mark Ingram was running between the tackles most of the year. So, I mean, you guys can mention that Alvin Kamara ran between the tackles. I mean, when Mark Ingram wasn't there, I mean, Alvin Kamara, he was running in between the tackles a lot better than what he was his rookie season. So I think he's proven that he can run between the tackles. We're going to see what Alvin Kamara is really about this upcoming season, even though that Murray is still going to get a good amount of touches. So we'll see what's good with that. Michael Thomas at number 13. I like it. I mentioned this in my Saints team preview, man. Michael Thomas, he deserves every single penny of that contract, man. I mean, dude is a catching machine. He runs routes amazing. Like I said, doesn't have the most speed of a wide receiver or any of that, but this dude is a machine. Like who can really run routes, catch balls, and just catching traffic like him? Not that many receivers. So number 13, I'm cool with it. Number 12, J.J. Watt. They're one of the best defensive players we've seen in the past 5 to 10 years. I mean, he's J.J. Watt. Did I explain more? I like the ranking. Number 11, DeAndre Hopkins. Same thing I pretty much can say about Michael Thomas. I mean, this dude is a world-class receiver. One of the best receivers we have in this game. I mean, there's a reason why he was, you know, a 99 overall in Madden NFL 20. I mean, this dude's a monster. Same thing I pretty much can say about Michael Thomas. This dude doesn't have top-notch speed. Right? It's not like he's known for running past cornerbacks and getting past the defense, but this dude can run every single route. This dude hasn't dropped a ball. He didn't drop a single. You guys gotta remember, he didn't drop a single ball last year. Not a single one. Not one. This dude has some of the best hands we'll ever see play this game. Right? He's quiet. He's a quiet person, but don't get that. Don't get that. You can't take that wrong because this dude is a baller. This dude's a boss on the field. I mean, he embarrassed cornerbacks, embarrassed secondaries. I mean, catching traffic, catching with one hand, pass interference, still catching balls. Even though he doesn't have the speed, I see him running deep routes so many times. So, I mean, what else you want out of a wide receiver? Von Miller at number 10. He's been one of the best defensive players the past 5-6 years, man. I mean, honestly. I mean, you don't hear him as much as you probably did 3 years ago when he was in the Super Bowl. But, I mean, this dude is a Super Bowl MVP for a reason. I mean, this dude is super talented at the linebacker position. Now has Bradley Chubb with him. I think he's 30 years old now, so he's getting up there. But, I mean, this dude he's still up there with the best of them. So, all right, number 9, Julio Jones. I mean, have we ever seen, this dude is 6'3", 6'4", with amazing speed, right? Amazing speed, 6'4", catching traffic, spectacular catching, all that. This dude got hands, he can run routes. I mean, Julio Jones he's up there for a reason. I feel that Julio Jones has been getting so much disrespect from the casual fans that it's disrespectful. I mean, I heard people that said that Julio Jones has fell off. Like, what type of mess is that? Julio Jones possibly had his best season, one of his best seasons last year. And I guess a lot of people just say that he fell off because the Falcons had a bad season last year. But you can't get that twisted, man. Julio Jones had one of his best seasons. Like I said, what do you do? Lead the league in receiving yards? I mean, he's talking about he wants 3K yards last year. He wants 30,000 yards the upcoming season. Now, I don't see that happening, but I mean, if anybody could do it, you have to mention Julio Jones. And you got to remember, a lot of people are talking about, well, you can't score in the end zone. And a part of that, you got to remember, man, star players like Julio Jones, top receivers like that get double teamed in the red zone, especially when you're that big. Usually you're going to get double teamed in the end zone, and he doesn't have a quarterback who's going to force it. Like, Matt Ryan is not a quarterback who's going to force the ball to you just because. Matt Ryan is almost like that Drew Brees, Tom Brady mode where he's going to just hit the person who's open. So, come on now. And then eventually he scored his first touchdown and ended the season with 8 touchdowns. So that's remarkable. No doubt he deserves that. Aaron Rodgers at number 8. Look, if we're just going based off of talent, right? We're going off talented quarterbacks. You can make a case that Aaron Rodgers is number 1. But basing it off of last season, because they based everything off of last season. Now, I know Aaron Rodgers had 25 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. That's amazing, right? Threw for 4,000 yards. Played through injury. We know that he was injured. But, if you watch the game, a lot of what Aaron Rodgers did last year wasn't winning football. Now, the 2 interceptions look all good on paper until you watch the game tape and he's not even trying to go down the field because he's scared that he doesn't want to throw a pick. So, it was a lot of dink and dunking last year. I got to just be objective. I know Packers fans don't want to hear that. Like I said, we just talking talented quarterbacks. Like, pretty much if this was off a Madden rating scale, Aaron Rodgers should be up there as maybe the highest rated quarterback. But this is based off what they did last year. And we know Aaron Rodgers has all the talent, the strong arm, the accuracy, the awareness. He has everything. He checks all the boxes. He checks all the boxes. He's even athletic, right? He can even scramble out the pocket. But Last year just wasn't that year, and he wasn't playing winning football. So let's keep it pushing. This video has been way too long, yo. Way too long. Shout out to the people who's still here, man. Shout out to the people still here. You still here? Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel while you at it. Let's keep this pushing, man. Antonio Brown at number 7. Man, that's interesting. So he's still the top receiver in the NFL. Look, Antonio Brown's a monster. Just with all the stuff that he dealt with last year with the Big Ben, all that drama, all the Steelers drama last year, it's interesting. But look, Antonio Brown, skillful wise, we know that he can run all the routes. Small guy, but dude is still the red zone monster. You guys gotta think about this. This dude is a possession receiver, but it's like 5'10". He's my height. I'm 5'10". And he's just dominating. It don't matter. Any cornerback you line up against him, he's getting his money. So, and the thing about it is, he does everything he does off of just awareness and route running and knowing how to get open. I mean, it's not like AB has Tyreek Hill speed. I mean, AB is not like the fastest receiver. He's not a Tyreek Hill, not a Mike Evans, not a Julio Jones where they got speed and size, right? But he still gets things done. You guys salute him for that, man. For real. It's gonna be interesting to see how things work out in Oakland. Can you still put that same level of production with Derek Carr? Tom Brady at number 6. I know this caught a lot of backlash last night. I was even kind of shocked because we just used to seeing Tom Brady in the top 5 no matter what. But we got to remember, man, the regular season, it wasn't looking so dandy for Tom Brady. I mean, it really wasn't. A lot of people were talking about Tom Brady has fallen off. You know how the talk about Drew Brees falling off was after the Cowboys game for like the rest of the season? That was pretty much Tom Brady from week 1. Like, people are talking about Tom Brady's falling off. Tom Brady this and that. He can't get it done anymore. And I was kind of even killed about it. I was like, Tom Brady doesn't look the best right now, but you have to show me come playoff time, man. When playoff time came, I mean, he was still Tom Brady. I mean, the Chargers game, he ate the Chargers up, one of the best secondaries we have in the NFL. Chiefs game, I mean, did his thing against the Chiefs. I know the Super Bowl he struggled, but I think Tom Brady, like I said, these older quarterbacks like a Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, when people tell me had they lost a step already, are they still they're prime players like they were, I'll always tell them no. They don't have the same arm strength. Like, yo, Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady, these quarterbacks are already falling off, but their scheme, they're so talented that they can get things done in other ways. Like, if Tom Brady was just throwing the ball 50 times down the field, like a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen or any these young quarterbacks like a Russell Wilson, you'd be like, dang, Tom Brady, Brees, Phillip, these guys are trash. But now they know how to get things in other ways. Like, all those quarterbacks I named can get things done in the intermediate game. So you really can't tell that they have fallen off. But I mean, the skillfully wise, yes, they've fallen off. They're not the same quarterbacks that they were. So I just had to get that off my chest. But Tom Brady number 6, I guess I have no problem with it. It was just interesting to see. Todd Gurley at number 5, okay. Yeah, I mean, he was often, impact player. I mean, we already know he had like 20-something touchdowns. Hopefully he can just stay healthy for his upcoming season, man. That's all I really care about. Hopefully he can still be that workhorse back because I know that's what he wants to be. Number 4, man. Number 4. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. This is hilarious. Patrick Mahomes. I know a lot of people really thought he was gonna be number 1. Man, I can't front you. I was kind of shocked when I first saw it too. I was watching him live. I was like, what? But look, Patrick Mahomes, we all know about the talent. probably the strongest arm quarterback we have in the NFL. Maybe you could say Josh Allen has a stronger arm, but he's up there with him, right? This dude showed that he can scramble out the pocket, throw on the run. He can do everything on the field. I mean, what can he do? And the thing is, he can even get better. He's talking about how he's working on his footwork, working on how to make the smart reads. But that was one of the things last year. He did force a lot of balls when they weren't needed to be forced. And I think he's going to become even a smarter quarterback, and that's scary. Now, is that going to lead him to getting 50 touchdowns like he did last season, becoming an NFL MVP? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes just in himself is just a scary quarterback. No look passes, thrown with your left hand. He's a real life Madden player. All right, let's keep it a buck. He's a real life Madden player. On to the top 3. At number 3, they put in Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack, a monster. I mean, this dude really got traded a week going into the season. Started first game with the Chicago Bears and made an immediate impact. This dude is just a football player. He's just a football player. Like I said, Hall of Famer. It's great to see that he was getting a shine. From now, everyone, I know the casual media wasn't giving him his shine in Oakland because he was playing in Oakland and one of the worst defenses that we've seen. But now he's on the top defense probably in the NFL. Yeah, he's Khalil Mack. Number 2, Drew Brees, man. And yo, this is so funny, man. I don't think I've seen this much backlash from a Drew Brees pick ever. You know, Drew Brees, he's the person that gets no backlash, like ever. Like, Drew Brees, I've probably seen the most Drew Brees backlash in my life last year. And, look, skillfully wise, if you ask me if he's better than Patrick Mahomes, or if you ask me that he's better than Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady skillfully wise, I'll probably say no. But based off of last year, everything that he accomplished, the records that he broke last year, the completion rating, where's the completion rating? It can mean, you can take it 2 different ways, but I mean, he got things done. Like I said, all these older quarterbacks pretty much have already lost a step, but they still get things done. So, okay. Drew Brees at number 2. I guess I'm not going to really bug out. Yes, I was surprised like everyone else, but all right. At number 2. I know Saints fans are going to love it. Number 1. I'm so happy with the number 1 pick, man. I haven't been so happy with a number 1 pick ever in my life, man. I can't tell you the joy that I had to see that a defensive player is ranked at number 1. The fact that a defensive player is finally ranked at number 1, I think J.J. Watt did it once in like 2014, I believe. Excuse me, but I was so happy when they gave the defensive players some love, man. But you guys who don't know me, man, are new to the channel, y'all know how much I value defense and like to see defense get shine. And the fact that a defensive player is ranked number 1 in the top 100 just put a lot of joy in my face, man, for real. And I mean, Aaron Donald deserved it. I mean, we talk about Aaron Donald, somebody that's definitely Hall of Famer, first ballot in my opinion, someone that's going to walk straight to Canton. I mean, this dude is one of the best defensive players we'll ever see. I mean, he really is. And forget defensive play, he's one of the best football players in general we'll ever see. Hopefully I was thinking about it last night. I was like, yo, I hope they do another top 100 of all time, because you guys remember that they did a top 100 all time in like 2011. They're gonna have to redo that, and I'm guessing they're gonna redo it like in the next 10 years. I guess when Patrick Mahomes has solidified himself as a top quarterback, Tom Brady, Brees, and all these top players have been retired and their legacy is completed. You're going to do another top 100, but especially for Aaron Donald, man. This guy is one of the best defensive players we'll ever see, man. And that's no shade to any of these defensive players that have done their thing, like a Brian Urlacher, Ray Lewis, or Reggie White, Lawrence Taylor, but I mean, Aaron Donald, he checks all the boxes. I mean, have you ever seen a defensive tackle built like that? I'm talking about dude is a machine, a bodybuilder. This dude attacks the passer, 20 sacks, right? This dude attacks the passer, but not only that, this dude is one of the best run stoppers we'll ever see. This dude is smart, explosive. I mean, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? You saw throughout the whole entire playoffs how he affects the game. You literally got a double team or sometimes damn near triple team this guy to get him away from your quarterback. I mean, this dude is just, he's a monster. Definitely one of the best football players I've ever seen. Probably one of the best football players I've ever seen. Aaron Donald. And it just brought a lot of joy to see him be the number one pick, because I know when it comes to mainstream media, they love them some offense, and defense really doesn't get shine like that. So it's good to see that the football players and everyone, they show their respects to the defensive side. But that's my thoughts on the list, man. I know this video probably been way too long, y'all. Like, who knows how long this video has been. I think, I don't know, an hour? It could have been this long. It could have been that long. But, hey, I enjoyed every single minute of it. I think the top 100, I like this new style for the top 100, man. I thought it was kind of sketchy at first. I was like, damn. I was like, yo, when is the top 100 going to come? But I kind of like it like this, because when it's spread out, you got other things going on, and you tend to forget about it, and then you waiting for it, and then you like, just fuck it, I don't care anymore. But when it came like this, every single day, when it began, I was like, okay, the top 100 is back. But like, I stayed in tune with it, and that's the thing. In the past, when it was spread out, I really didn't stay in tune. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. I could care less. I think they should keep this new style of it. I felt kind of sketchy about it when it first began, but I like this new style of it. I hope they keep it this way. But I think the top 100 overall was pretty solid. Like I said, there's a few things I really didn't agree with, but I touched on that. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. How you guys feel about this, man? How you guys feel about the top 100? I think it was pretty good, but I want to hear y'all thoughts, man. Who you guys think that was left off on this list, man? Because I have a few of mine. I think players like, I mentioned Chris Carson. I think Jefferson from the Ravens could have been on it. Did Earl Thomas even make it? Well, nah, Earl Thomas missed most of the season, so I can get why they didn't show him that much love. But there's a few players I think could have made it. But who you guys think should have made it? Who you guys think that was underrated on this list? Who you guys think was underrated on this list? I just want to hear all y'all thoughts, man. But that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it, man. If you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, want to see some gaming content in the near future, give this video a like. And if you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. I'm the Phenomenal One, and I'm out. Deuces.